Databasing. So here we're going to start your list of who we're going to connect with the information of LifeVantage and the products, and also why. So we'll walk you through this process. This really is important. This is something that's going to be part of your business the entire journey. It never ever goes away.
Never goes away from day one getting started until us, right? We're still doing
still
it
have our database
every single day.
And the big thing that I want you to understand is we want this to be a comprehensive list, not just a few names, but really keep this anytime somebody pops into your head, write them down, but start initially with as big of a list as you possibly can as well too.
Yes, when I first got started, just get out whatever is good for you. Get out your pen and paper. For me, it was my pen and paper in my notebook. Writing just tons and tons of names down, whoever comes to your mind first, and then you will get to that point where you're like, So then start thinking of, people that maybe you went to high school with, people that you went to college with, people that maybe you've traveled with, your kids, parents, friends, coaches, teachers, people at your church, your mortgage broker, your banker, it starts opening up different areas of the brain. And the moment that you start thinking of these other areas, things start happening. Go to your Christmas card list.
Yeah.
Go through that. As you said the other day, tell the story about the cell phone.
Oh, so one of the top distributors, they came to train here. This was years ago, and this lady was saying that she didn't have a database anymore, that she had gone through her entire database. So he grabbed her cell phone and he pulled up her contact list and he started scrolling through and he's like, have you contacted this person? She's like, no. And she had given an excuse why she hadn't. And that happened several times. And so he is getting ready to erase all of the contacts in her phone because she said she didn't have a database anymore. And, the point to him doing that and pointing that out was we limit our thoughts on who should and shouldn't hear this information. And so as you generate this list, we really want you to avoid prejudging anybody. Just get names down, and as many names as you possibly can.
Yes, and with you saying prejudging, I'll never forget at our very first event. Events matter because this has stuck with me since that moment, where this guy on stage, he was at the top of the company, great guy, and he said, do not prejudge, because the people that you think that are going to do this aren't, and the people that you don't think are going to do this actually embrace this, follow the system, and want this. And you guys, one thing that I have really learned is, number one, that was totally true. Yeah. And I thought, being in the mortgage industry all these years, having all these different relationships, I'm like, oh, these people are going to love it. And he was right. And so what I've learned is we cannot take away a blessing. We don't know what people are praying for and need in their lives. Some people are very vocal on their health. Some people are very vocal on their finances. Some people, things they like, things they don't like. But we don't necessarily know all the things, the deep stuff that maybe they're not talking about. So we do want to write down everybody. One of our really good friends is she's a millionaire, time over and time over again, but she needed this for purpose. Right? She wanted a bigger purpose in her life. We know somebody else that didn't need the money. She didn't need actually the purpose, but she needed the community of people. So just keep writing people's names down because we can fill their need, whatever it is, truly.
Yeah, so right now, we're going to get into the action of creating this database. I want you to press pause on the video and then press play again after you've come up with your initial database list.
Sweet.
So pause it now. All right, you should be coming back from unpausing the video. Hopefully you didn't watch straight through it, but I'm going to contend that for most of you, what just happened was you spent maybe 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and you felt like you had exhausted everybody that you were going to put on. And I challenge you to get this list as big as you possibly can. Because when you start, if you're going to be like Michelle and I, you aren't going to be great at this when you initially start to get the information and try to invite 2 people. And if your list is only 10 or 12 people and you try to get this in front of 5 and they don't even want to take a look at it, it's going to be pretty intimidating, or can be intimidating if you only have 7 people left.
Right.
Where as opposed to if you had a list of 100 people and the first 5, because you aren't great at it and you struggle a little bit with the invite, it wasn't necessarily your words or how you would really want to approach it, and you have 95 left, that's not as intimidating. So trust me, get this list as big as possible. Take the time to do this and get 100, 200 If you could do 300 names, that'd be awesome.
And doing this upfront work, if you want to call it that, is really, really worth it. I still go back, you guys, to my very, very first, the stuff that I write, and I look at it on a regular basis. And this was from years ago. Right. And it's so fun to see, the transition of some of these people. And it's so interesting as well to see, people where you did think they were going to do something and then did something else, but other people that maybe that weren't interested in, one of the products in the beginning, but another product came out later and they were all over it. And that's what really got their attention.
Yeah. And so open up your phone, go through the contacts now and get the names of the people in there that you didn't put down. Open up Facebook, go through your friend list. I promise you there's going to be friends in there that you haven't written down, and get this database as big as possible.
Yes.
And then the second part of this databasing that's really going to help you for the invite is once you have that complete list of names, put a second column next to the name. So on the left hand or the left side of the page, you'll have their name. And on the right hand side, put a second column there that says why. And what I want you to do is every single name that you've put into your database, try to think of a need in their life that you can fill with LifeVantage. For some people, it's going to be health benefits. Some people, it's going to be financial. Some people, maybe personal development or community. And a lot of people, it's going to be some kind of combination of those. But get one need that you can fulfill and put it in that why column, and it's really going to help you with that invite. So a few examples here, like my friend Bob from college. So everybody that I met in Bob's family, by the time that they were 40, it seemed like they had some kind of heart problem. They had a heart attack, or they had high cholesterol, things like that. And so with Bob, I just wrote down next to him heart problems. Okay, Amy, another person. She's an amazing businesswoman, known her for a long time. It seems like everything that she touches turns to gold. And so people really, really want to do business with her. Lisa, put down next to her, love doing life with her. We want to travel the world. We just enjoy being around her. So those are certain whys. And then you're going to come to some people where you can't really think of a reason why you would bring LifeVantage into their life right now.
They popped into your head.
What I would suggest with those people is do not contact them right away. Reestablish the relationship, connect with them, have conversations, ask lots of questions, but most importantly, listen to them.
Right.
Because there will be something that they say that's going to trigger in your mind, okay, they've got to hear about these products, or they've got to hear about the business. And so reestablishing those relationships and just connecting with those people again, you're going to come up with these whys.
Right. And I think the biggest thing right now, too, is just writing down as many names as possible. And you're going to hear me say this a lot. I say it a lot. Don't think, just do. Right? Don't think too much about why, all the different reasonings and how am I going to do this and where am I going to do that? Am I going to write it in this beautiful notebook that's going to make me feel good? Am I going to, go out and use the app for this? Am I going to go put it on my blackboard or my whiteboard? Am I going to use an Excel spreadsheet? Like seriously, right now, just get into action, because action is the biggest blessing in this business for going out and helping others and helping your business grow. So just write down as many people's names as you can. And the moment that you just get stuck, reach out to somebody or think of something or pull up the yellow pages if we really have those anymore, and look in different areas. Or there's going to be a memory jogger here within this website. You can go grab the memory jogger and trigger different areas of people's names that you can have and just write them down.
So one last thing that I think would be great to hold you kind of accountable for doing this would be in the Blueprint for Prosperity. We got you into the Facebook group, One Person Big Difference.
Yes.
So what I would challenge you to do is after you complete this section, jump into One Person Big Difference and start post a comment and say, hey, I just finished up the database training. I got X amount of people into my database.
Great idea.
And let's start seeing how many people you can come up with, and then we can help celebrate what you accomplished there.
Yes, we love celebrating.
All right, so get that list going, enhance the list, and always keep it with you. This database is not going to go away. Like we said at the very beginning of this, it's going to be something that you use to help build your business the entire time. Nobody ever drops off of your database unless they become a distributor within your organization. Even our customers, you guys, a lot of them, they transition after they've had positive benefits on the product, and they just become huge advocates for them. They naturally progress from customer to distributor. And then a lot of people that told us no in the past something might change in their life, or we get a new product, we get new science, whatever it is, or just, you know, that life event changes stuff, and all of a sudden they become interested. So nobody ever drops off of your database.
Right. And so what do you think, sorry to interrupt,
No.
what do you think about chicken lists?
Chicken list. So there's going to be people that you think that you would love to have in your business, but there may be somebody that was a mentor of yours, or somebody that's just well established and successful, that you feel like, well, I could write their name down, but I'd never call them.
Right.
Sometimes
or you'd be nervous too.
You'd be nervous too, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes those people and those lists are the most important people to have on your list, because if they see the value and get excited about what we're doing, they can become some of the best people in your organization ever, because they have such influence on other people. So.
And the people that are coming to our company, I'm telling you, the quality of people, those are the people that it's okay. Just trust the process. We're here for you. It's such an exciting thing. So those chicken list people, write their names down. If you're worried about it, if you're like, oh, they don't need an opportunity. Oh, they don't have the money. Oh, they're super fit. Oh, they're whatever. Write their names down.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't prejudge. Get the list as big as possible. Can't wait to see what you guys are posting on the One Person Big Difference group.
Yeah, great idea. And really think, who needs this information?